So hello everyone, welcome to Architect Learning. So as we went through the Terraform Fundamentals in part one, now let's perform the lab at Google Partner Skills.com. So let's start the lab. Let me click start and then I will let you know the objectives. So in this lab, what we are going to do, we are going to start with the Terraform in Google Cloud, installing the Terraform's binaries, and then we also use Gemini Code Assist to create a Terraform configuration for the VM instance. Okay, so cloud we got, console is open. Let me open in new Cognitive mode. Let me share it. Okay, so you need to have steps. Let's do it later. So first thing we need to activate Google Cloud Shell. Clouds, okay. So that I will show you how we can do. So first, set the uh, account. So when Google first of all, partners.googles.com, that if you're working with your organization and is partnered with Google, so you will get this lab for free. You can perform this. Okay. And so we will get a student account as per the Google instruction. Okay, so we got it. Now let's enable the Cloud Shell. Continue. Authorize. So we are authorizing this account to use the Cloud Shell. Okay, so we got it. Now let's verify. Okay, so we are in the student account and it's fine. Okay, now, so what is Terraform? Let's recap it. So Terraform is a tool for building, changing, and version infrastructure safely and efficiently. Terraform can manage existing or popular service provider and also custom in-house solution, right? So we already know it's a configuration. Infrastructure has a code key. Okay. So infrastructure key code, infrastructure has a code, high level configuration syntax, blueprint of your data center to be versioned and treated as that you need any code additional infrastructure can be shared and reused, right? We can write it once and we can share it with our teams or any other organization as well if they need the same environment. So Terraform execution plan, and then apply. For the exit the plan, it will show you what are the changes going to be happen, and once you click apply, so it will apply it. Resource graph, uh, Terraform builds a resource graph for all your resource and panels, creation and modification of non-independent resources as well. So change automation does apply to an infrastructure with minimal human instruction. What are the changes you can also do? Okay, so let's verify in Cloud Shell. We can see what Terraform version we have. I hope this screen is visible. Let me make it clear. So when you enter Terraform, you will see if you're getting like this, all the commands like main command, init, validate. So init command hash unit initialization, validate used to check the configuration is valid or not, plan and apply and then destroy. This is the main command. All these are the sub command. You can see. Okay. Version if you want to see, so just Terraform iPhone version. What version we have? It has on Linux platform, it's 1.5.7, which is very older version. We have the latest one that is 1.14. It looks, yeah, 1.14.3 is the latest. You can see, you can download. But for this lab, we can go with the same version. Don't make any changes. Okay. So second step, task two, to build the infrastructure. Okay. So we have task one is verifying the Terraform. Yes, verified. Now build the infrastructure. So we are going to enable the Gemini Code Assist in the Cloud Shell. So first, to get the Gemini, we need to enable the service. See, you need to enable the service. So any, if you want to use any services, so you need to enable it. Okay. So just copy that command and paste it as a text, and just command is gcloud services enable cloud champion.googleapis.com. Enter. It will show you successfully. Yeah, finished successfully. So yeah, API, gcloud API has enabled. Now click edit. What it shows, click editor, and then setting Gemini Code Assist. Gemini Code Assist. I'm gonna click. Okay. So we need to enable the Gemini Code Assist. Okay. So how we can do? Just go to the open editor. Okay. It's a Cloud Shell editor. Say terminal where you can perform, and editor is like the you can see your codes. Okay. So first thing we need to enable the Google Gemini Assistant. You can here you can see currently there is nothing. You don't see any Gemini icon. You know very well now. This is the Gemini Code Assist icon, right? So it will show you if it's enabled, but here it's not enabled. So what we have to do, we have to enable it. So we need to go with the settings, and in that settings we need to click another setting. Here under the extension you also see. Otherwise you can just here you can type Gemini, enter Gemini Code Assist, Gemini Code to enable. That's it. Then close. Now you need to select the project. So see here it shows Google Cloud no project, right? So you have to select it. You have to go to the select a Google Cloud project, on which project do you want to enable. So then you have to select that project. Okay. So that's it. Now if you see, so we have enabled. Okay, so configuration file is fine. Now in the Cloud Shell, we need to create an we need to create a Terraform file. Okay, empty configuration file, that is instant.tf. So just you need to click touch, you need to copy that command, go to the terminal. You can open the same as well. That is this option. I hope this is visible. Yeah, it's visible. Okay, so if you click this, we will get we can. There's no need to switch and again and again switch it, right? Right. So we need to. Here you can see first on the upper tab you can see Cloud Shell editor, and in the below one we can see terminal also enabled, right? Okay, so here you can touch instant.tf, so you can see it's instantly that Terraform file is created instant.tf and it is empty. Uh, okay, so let's go to this. Okay. Okay, here you can see the code, Gemini Code Assist, it's enabled. So it took time to enable it. So now it shows enabled. And yeah, that we can verify to generate Unicode. You have to go to action. I can show you. So uh, here's the code. So it is the prompt. It has given, if you see, generate the Terraform configuration for a Google Cloud virtual machine, saving it in instance.tf that we already have file name based on the following specifications. So specifications are project ID, VM instance, machine type, where we need to deployment zone, boot disk, which distribute to a network, default network, right? So just you need to copy this prompt and you need to click this Gemini Code Assist icon, click generate, paste that prompt, hit enter, right? So it will, okay, so what it shows, mm, okay, you need to accept that once again. Command is correct, right? Yeah, that is correct. So click accept, generate the confirm from, okay, we got the code. And now in the code in the latex, you should resemble the following code. Now we need to, so inline showed showing like this, right? So this is complete connections ready to apply. And once you accept, instant the generator will complete like this. Wait, there is some issue. 1 second. Let's delete it again. This is the not right one. Click generate. Yeah, now we got this correct resource. This is the correct one. Previously, it was showing the same as it is, but it's not correct. This Gemini code file needs to be like this. Okay. So here you can see. So what it shows, resource block, Google Cloud instance, project, then boot disk we have given, network interface given. Okay. Now if you go to the here ls, and even if you cat also instant, you will see the same, right? So that's fine. Okay, now it's time to initialize. So see, currently, if you see, let me show you ls-lrt, Terraform profile, terraform.d, main catch. Okay, now let's initialize the directory. See, what we are calling Google Compute instance. Okay, so here's the resource provider. Make sure you have to remind. So Terraform init, enter. Let's see. It's so what initialization command will do? It will download the plugins, right? So here you can see terraform.terraform log.html. So all this why it's got generated. Okay. Now it's time to plan. So before plan, we can verify on one more command, that is terraform validate. Let's see what output we can get. Success. The configuration file is valid. Okay, that's good. So one more command I need to verify, that is terraform fmt. What is that? Format. Okay, no edit. So that's why it shows. We came to the next line. One more thing, terraform graph. So let me show you. Oh, is that something spelling? Oh, terraform. Something happened. Not for this. So it's a graph like how it will show. So these are the command row. Okay, then fine. Let's apply it. Yeah, once you click apply, it will ask you whether you want to accept it. You need to only accept, then only it will apply. You will get the prompt. Okay. Now, if you go to the dashboard, uh, so in Gladco Compute Engine, VM instance. So see, instance is ready. Terraform instance is, sorry. Oh, it's running. Right. You can close it because we already have it. Okay. So your resource is completed, and you can see here the Terraform instance is ready. You want to know, you want to verify when it is created, right? So here also you can see December 33, 5, just it's created. Central zones, Debian book, disk images, Debian 12, right? Machine type E2 medium. What we have given? E2 medium. Which location? Zone US Central F. Let's see. Yeah, US Central F. That's right. So as per the configuration file, it is created the instance. That's good. So we have validated, created, output is fine. Now let's check for the instance, check for our task. Yeah, it's completed. So yeah, that we have verified in navigated computer origin, we got the instance and yeah, the TF state file. So uh, here you can see. See, when you apply Terraform apply, I mean, when you enter the command Terraform apply, it will create the Terraform .tf state file. Okay. So this is very important file. I will, I will explain it more in the next session. Okay. But make sure to understand that when you apply the Terraform, it will create the TF state file. And the state file is looks like, it will create. So here you can see the state file, what it's happening. It will automatically see, we given only few commands, right? But here you can see it's version 4, lineage, output, project ID, it's taken, Google Compute is in, boot disk. So as per the requirement, whatever the other requirement, it automatically got created. So we will discuss this about more in the next session. So finally, we have completed our Google fundamental tags within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you can say. Okay. So thank you.